Hiya. As many may know, I am a big fan of Once Upon a Time, and I continue to watch it and enjoy each week, even with its many flaws. Although, that being said, it's becoming a harder feat to continue to watch and enjoy the show when it comes to season 7, especially with the big change, getting rid of half the main cast and just changing how the show works in general. But change can be good if done right, and was it done right? You tell me after I've shared my thoughts on season 7A. So Once Upon a Time has always been a show with flashbacks and just messy timelines that don't always make the best sense or not always done great. But the flashbacks and the timelines in season 7A, oh my god, they were a mess. They were everywhere. They were executed so poorly. I mean, firstly, they weren't specific with anything. They just said a realm or many years ago. They never gave us a particular time frame, so you couldn't tell exactly when it was or where it was. And a thing about the Once Upon a Time fandom, we like answers. We are a fandom that theorizes everything. To just be broad and go, a realm, oh, somewhere in a realm somewhere, oh, many years ago, that's not good enough. Many years ago could be anywhere between 1 year ago to like 100 years ago. That's just a small pet peeve, but they continue to execute flashbacks poorly, especially with the choosing of the time frames they go from and how it jumps from time to time. My main peeve about the flashbacks in season 7A was with Henry and Jacinda. The times they chose to go back to in the overall story just didn't make sense. Jacinda and Henry are meant to be the new Snow and Charming, basically. They're the true love couple, they're the main couple, they are endgame. However, just because we're told that they're true love doesn't mean viewers are going to accept that. Just like with Snow and Charming, we were told these guys are true love in the first 5 seconds, but we were given a chance to show them fall in love, be a couple, and just develop their relationship and them as characters. In season 7A, we're just told these guys are in love, they're true love, accept that, move on. Ignoring the fact that the characters don't have that much chemistry, they were not done any favours by them just skipping over their entire love story. We see them when they first meet, we skip a few weeks, and we see them like barely holding hands, and then we skip again to her freaking giving birth to Henry's child, and then another time jump to the child literally being 9 years old at a birthday party. We are not given a reason to root for this love story. Then another thing with the time jumps and the flashbacks is the continuity. Once Upon a Time is normally really great with casting, and they're normally great at putting little Easter eggs around to connect like episodes from season 6 to episodes in season 2. But season 7A, it's like they forgot how to do that, and the thing I'm talking about mainly is Rapunzel and Tremaine. They're the same person, apparently. You know, I can get over the fact that Rapunzel's now a villain. You know, it's Once Upon a Time, anything's possible. Look at friggin' Captain Hook, he's now a hero. The actors who play Rapunzel and Lady Tremaine don't look the same. They have different friggin' accents, and they both say the daughter's name differently, Anastasia. It just shows a lack of communication that someone forgot to tell the actor playing Rapunzel, oh yeah, by the way, your accent's meant to be like this. Or just someone just didn't care enough. Was it really so hard to get both of the actors to say Anastasia the same? Oh my god, this really grates my cheese. And the thing about the realms is that time moves differently in this random unnamed realm that Henry and Regina are in compared to Storybrooke and just all other realms apparently, which wasn't explained. At least with Rumple and Belle going to that weird off realm where time moves so slowly like a blink of an eye where Regina is, that was mildly, not very well, but mildly explained. This other realm, freaking Robin could grow 25 years in the time it takes to be like 2 months in this realm. It doesn't make sense. I also realise now that of Robin growing 25 years, that doesn't make sense in line with Emma and Hook. This either means that Hook and Emma waited 25 years before getting pregnant, or that their child now is 25. One of the two. Couldn't tell you, because it's just so wishy-washy and Once Upon a Time now. Don't even get me started on Emma's last episode. She just stood there and did nothing. She just literally came in, went, I'm pregnant, y'all, and then was like, bye bitch. Emma Swan is my favourite all-time character, and I didn't even shed a tear. I'll admit, I cried when she said she was pregnant out of happiness because I've been waiting for that for so long. But when she left finally, it was just sort of a jump through a realm, and then it's just, that was it. She didn't have any like heartfelt thing. She was just there and gone within 2 seconds. It was just anticlimactic. At least Belle got a heartfelt departure from the show. The story her and RUMPLE got a little homage to was really nice. Although how she died was kind of heartbreaking, but kind of funny. Belle, who has been to lots of different realms, Belle, who has been in many battles, many life and death situations, Belle, who literally faced off to the Dark One several times and managed to beat him, died falling off a stool after 7 seasons. A stool took Belle out. And then at the very end she goes, oh yeah, by the way, RUMPLE, I've been lying to you for the last like 50 years. And that sun in the sky, no, that's not gonna fix your Dark One thing. You have to believe in love after death. Even though that doesn't make sense with the thing we learned in season 1 was that true love's kiss would break the curse, but he didn't believe. So now if he believes in true love and chooses Belle over the Dark One curse, wouldn't true love's kiss work? But no, now he has to wait till his true love dies, and then he has to go and find somebody, and then they meet in the afterlife, I assume. But does RUMPLE even qualify for like the good place? When he dies, wouldn't he go to the underworld because he's the Dark One, he's murdered millions, but also he gets a redemption arc finally, apparently. So now he's like off looking for this person, trying to bring him back to Belle. You know, he's all alone apparently. Honey, you've got a son. Where is Gideon? You've already lost one son. Please try and hold on to this other one. I am slightly convinced RUMPLE forgot he had a son though. He mentions Bay in 7A, but it only mentions Gideon once, and that's in the episode Gideon was in. RUMPLE's a terrible father. Speaking of fathers, Hook is now a father. Both versions of him. I will say in hindsight, the change of our Hook to Wish Hook was a good one, but I think it was very, very obvious that when Wish Hook was first introduced back in season 6, his intention was not to become a main character in the show. He was an off joke that they've tried to quickly change into being this new Wish Hook, which doesn't fully make sense. It was just sort of, oh, he's young now, oh, he's a good guy, and we just expect him now to be good, even though, yeah, they are the same person to a point, but after the first curse was broken, they have different timelines. Wish Hook never met Emma Swan, but our Hook's redemption arc was with Emma Swan. This means Wish Hook never got a redemption arcs. We're expected to now think that he's a good guy and he just acts like he's good. But how is he good? Where's redemption? And you can't just give him a child and go, that's your redemption, you're good now, because look at RUMPLE, he has 2 of them and it took him friggin' forever to become slightly good. And yeah, the redemption arc can be about Alice. I think it should be, because I love Alice and her relationship with Hook. But you can't just go, oh, he has a baby, he's good now. Speaking of Alice, she is one of my favourite characters this season. I really like how she's just witty, and I really like her one-liners, especially Alice from Wonderland and other places. She's really funny, and I'm really, really glad that they finally have a main gay character in the show, and she has a freaking girlfriend. And to try and stay on the positive note, I really like the new Henry, and I really like that Henry's now in the forefront of the season, and he's like the new Emma Swan. And I do want to give the show credit. It must be really hard to try and rewrite the like structure of your show when the actor of the main character on the show says they don't know return, and they didn't have that much time to just rewrite the show. So props to you. And it was a good choice making Henry the new saviour almost. This actor is doing really well. All he needs to do now is give a really cringy speech that makes you cry from secondhand embarrassment, and give him that famous coat and scarf. I miss them. Please bring them back. Now, to be a Debbie Downer, I've got a few unresolved issues from season 7A that I hope will be resolved in 7B, but probably won't be. The questions are, how does Lena get her magic back? She made a whole big sacrifice in season 6 to bring up her magic for the greater good, and now suddenly she's got a wand and she's got it all back, no problem. How does Alice know Rumple? Why is Rumple the crocodile again? How did Alice and Robin meet? Who is this man Jack, and why is he randomly there? How and why did Zelena and not so baby Robin come to this other realm? As you can tell, Once Upon a Time makes me really, really passionate. I really, really love it. It's my favourite all-time TV show, and the reason that I moan so much and the reason that I get so riled up is because I care about it. I just lie awake at night just thinking about the plot holes from like 2 seasons ago that didn't make sense. Who is Lily's dad? God, it's been 3 seasons, Jonna, let it go. There's so many unanswered questions on this show, and I hope all of these get answered in 7B. Probably won't though. Isn't very Once Upon a Time, is it, to answer questions or follow through with storylines? kill me. Overall though, season 7A, I quite liked it, surprisingly from what I said. The main problem this season had was it didn't spend a lot of time with the new characters. It was trying to be something different and new, but at the same time it's also being like, look, we're still the same show. Look at Regina, look at these old characters that are still here. And really what they should have done is let the old characters take a sort of step back and let these new characters be introduced properly and truly develop and just shine through, and then sort of bring the old characters in and get them to work together rather than just straight away. Look, it's Regina, she's called Ronnie now, oh my god. I love Once Upon a Time. I always have, I always will, I will continue to watch, and if this show gets cancelled after this season, I will be forever heartbroken. Thank you for watching, I'll see you when season 7B starts. Goodbye.